Big developments out of Washington today, just hours before a crucial Oval Office meeting with European leaders and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Donald Trump has ruled out Ukraine joining NATO or reclaiming Crimea. His comments have sent shockwaves through diplomatic circles and could reshape the ongoing talks on how to end the war with Russia. On Sunday night, Trump posted on his Truth Social platform, quote, "President Zelensky of Ukraine can end the war with Russia almost immediately, if he wants to. No getting back Obama-given Crimea, and no going into NATO by Ukraine. Some things never change." With this statement, Trump effectively closed the door on two of Ukraine's long-standing goals: reclaiming Crimea, which Russia annexed in 2014, and joining NATO for security guarantees. For Zelensky, the trip to Washington was already going to be daunting. He is facing pressure to negotiate from a weakened position after Friday's Trump-Putin summit in Alaska, widely seen as a win for Moscow. Adding to the tension, Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance had previously scolded Zelensky during a February visit, accusing him of ingratitude and telling him bluntly, "You're not in a good position." European leaders, however, are wary of Trump's tone. On Monday, they plan to reaffirm their support for Ukraine's territorial integrity and reject any land swap plan that could reward Russian aggression. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer struck a careful balance. He praised Trump's efforts to end the war but insisted the path to peace cannot be decided without Zelensky. Meanwhile, Russia is watching closely. Mikhail Ulyanov, Moscow's envoy to international organizations in Vienna, said Russia agrees that any peace agreement should include security guarantees for Kyiv, but stressed that Moscow expects efficient security guarantees for itself as well. Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff told CNN that Putin had agreed for the first time to allow the US and Europe to provide Ukraine with protection as part of a deal. But here's the key. It would not be under NATO, but rather a separate agreement. Witkoff suggested this would be equivalent to NATO's Article 5, the principle that an attack on one is an attack on all. Critics, however, say such an arrangement would lack NATO's credibility. So, where does this leave Ukraine? On one hand, Zelensky is desperate to secure guarantees that his country won't be left vulnerable to future Russian attacks. On the other, Trump is signaling that Kyiv will have to accept painful compromises. This high-stakes meeting in Washington could determine not just the future of Ukraine, but the stability of Europe for decades to come. To recap, Trump has ruled out Ukraine joining NATO or reclaiming Crimea, setting the stage for tough Oval Office talks. Zelensky arrives under immense pressure, while European leaders vow to back Ukraine's sovereignty. This could be one of the most pivotal weeks of the war. We'll continue to track the negotiations and bring you the latest updates.